I wouldn't do anything yet. Make sure. See, now it's working.
Okay.
So you've that's the other one you got to put it in. Okay. I put it back on muted. Oh wait. And then that way it'll be working.
Yeah, John,
Hmm.
John Anchor.
Yeah, get me on TV, YouTube.
Saw that.
Here.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Yep, it's on.
Oh,
All right.
We were having problems with it the last couple of weeks.
Oh,
They
okay.
wouldn't show the video, but wouldn't show the audio, so we're making got it up today.
Church stopped doing that.
who did?
My church.
Oh,
There's not a lot
really?
of churches
Hello,
that
Gabe.
video.
Gabrielle? Hey. Good, how are you?
Yeah, done.
I'm not gonna take minutes. I'm just taking notes so I know what to do on the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah. My watch must be slow. I got 3 minutes compared to yours. We go by yours.
I go by my phone.
Yeah, my phone's 1 minute. I think they got court tonight.
Oh,
But,
yes.
Yeah, I think so. And I just stared at me
They
when I
tell you
got
if you want to
home.
go by the correct time, go by your phones.
That's like world clock.
That's right.
Next to the sheriff's one.
Oh,
I'm
you're
good.
good.
Yeah, right here.
We got this new fancy.
So holy cow, all these people are here for this meeting?
Yes.
Court night?
As the list turns into, before it turns into something.
Did you do something when you stopped it from us?
I'm like, is this a sheriff? I'm like, should I just move over?
Oh,
I hate when they tailgate you.
yeah. Especially
Right
at
before we
night.
stopped, I lost him because it was, you take turns going. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially at night because deer jumps out in front of you or something and you have to hit the brakes and that person's right in your butt.
Daddy, what happens if you set it all over again? Just try to make sure that
Because I said, Bonnie's a little impatient. I said, she called me, but she didn't get a hold of the person trying to put the tail lights in.
So you got it, Daddy?
It recorded when I gave her the clipboard.
What's it doing now? Is that recording anything? I'd stop and start it over. It takes 2 minutes to
Says
start
it's
it.
recording.
Oh, it's recording? My watch must be slow. I got 3.
Oh, I heard that.
Oh, it's on a delay.
Yeah, it's probably a delay, yeah.
Maybe it's a delay.
I think we're on.
Half an hour delay.
I think you're at it too. I think it's just a delay.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll be gone when it goes over.
28.
Alright.
You all
Good,
set, Daddy? Try it.
good evening, everybody. Welcome to the work session for the town of Shelby. I'm Steve Seitz, your assistant supervisor at this time. I have Darlene Rich, our town clerk, and 2 councilmen here, Ed Zelani and John Pratt. We have people from National Grid, I believe, and they're here to do a presentation on LED lighting for the town. This is Ed's project, so I'm going to let Ed take over and go with the project from here, and then they can explain to the rest of us what's going on. We're going to be trying to change the LEDs to make the power bill a little cheaper, so throughout the whole town. Here's remember the numbers we got Sunday night. We went around to Alabama.
Okay.
We wrote the poll number and then how many bulbs were in it and stuff. So
Okay.
I noticed
These
your
are the ones from the town though of Alabama.
town of Alabama, all of them.
Okay.
I noticed your intersections had a brighter little three bulbs,
Yeah.
and then where the residential was just a little dimmer, so it wouldn't be so bright.
Yeah, most likely they were either 96 watts for the brighter ones
Yeah.
and 25 watts for near the residential areas.
Okay.
But your options are anywhere from a 25, 48, 96 to 10. So,
Yeah.
okay.
So what were we looking at, the intersections, that were 90,
Most likely 96.
96?
Pretty dark out here, too.
Yeah, that had 3 bulbs on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were pretty good. They look good, so
Yeah.
nice and bright.
Usually the 96 you put in place of the 250 watt existing.
Okay.
That's the typical equivalent. So,
No.
but you might want certain areas where you might want it brighter
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
it is today.
Uh,
Yeah, most areas haven't. There's a 210 watt that would replace like a 400 or higher.
okay.
Some towns have gone with those, but very few have. I mean,
Yeah.
I can.
Where would they use something of that nature?
Yeah.
If there's a long stretch of no lights, they might do it then, or they just did it for liability, which I only had one town that chose quite a few of them.
Yeah.
What
Other
about
than that? I might have had one out of every 5 municipality pick one.
what about intersections? What would you recommend for intersections where the street lighting would be out in the country and it's
Yeah.
dark with no lights?
Yeah, if you move forward with this, what I do is I give you a list of what you have,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can sort of, look at if you have 250 watt HPSs, 96s are comparable to it.
Right.
And we have a form that we can give you that shows what wattages we suggest, but it's ultimately up to
Mm-hmm.
you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 3 bulb arrangement, 96.
They're pretty bright. They're
They
pretty
were-
bright.
Yeah, they were.
And it's a
Yeah, they were.
just doesn't illuminate. That's
No.
HPSs do, but
Yeah.
very bright. Don't look up when they're on.
Right, right.
Oh yeah. We found that out.
That's why they have to be level.
Yeah.
A compass is on the top of them.
Yeah.
And we know when we hang them that they're level,
Oh yeah.
so that nobody's blinded with the lights.
Now your your arms, are they going to be replaced or just the fixtures?
It depends on the piece that you pick.
Okay.
I don't think they're normally replaced.
Okay.
Not normally.
Hey,
Very few.
That's good, yeah.
We run into that. Yeah.
yeah. And your estimate, you figured around, well, last time I emailed you, it was like 11,000 roughly.
Yes,
Yeah.
11. Yeah, here's a copy of it.
Hey.
And then your incentives would be a little over $3,000 once, depending on what you choose.
Yeah.
You get a certain amount, dollar amount for every wattage that you choose.
Okay.
All right.
So your net, you're around $8,200 net. You do
Right.
have to pay the $11,300 up front, and then we send you a check for the energy
balance.
efficiency. Yeah,
Yeah.
at the end of the job after it's been installed.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea how many lights you're talking about, Ed? In the
There's 50 or something like there. Or
59.
59. Yep.
59 and
On the
I'm
front.
Yeah. That's Millville, Shelby Center, and then all the country lights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all 3 accounts that you have with us.
Yeah. Now, will we incorporate this into the whole Furnace Parkway deal? They're gonna.
I don't know how that would work on that. I don't see why it couldn't be. I mean, that would be,
It would be a separate project because
Yeah.
I did notice that on one of your town board meetings.
Yeah.
Which I hadn't heard anything like that, and I would be your contact for that as well.
Hey.
But we keep those there'll be costs associated to, is it like a underground residential development?
there's only 2 street lights up there.
Yeah.
And they want to add to it?
No, they want to change and go to a lighting district because they pay separately themselves to people.
Yeah.
Everybody kicks in a couple
I'm starting to
bucks.
learn about those.
Everybody
Yeah.
kicks in a couple bucks.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
The person collecting's having a hard
So-
time collecting. So.
Yeah.
Okay, but do they pay you then?
They pay the bill themselves.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
they're not even under that account.
No,
No.
so
Okay,
No.
what they want to do is start
okay,
The district.
a district lighting district,
Yeah.
okay,
and then that would come to us. It
Yeah.
would be put on the tax base,
gotcha.
and then it would go from the tax base.
So you'd go up to 61 then?
Yes.
Yeah.
We could convert those. At the
Could
same
work
time.
that in. Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll make a note. Here, you can keep that though. I can make another copy. And it's FURNES,
Yeah.
NESS
NESS,
Parkway.
Parkway, okay. I'll look those up for you.
Hey.
And we might just, if they want to convert them,
Mm-hmm.
if they're
Yeah.
now responsible for them and they want to convert them, then we can talk about that.
Hey.
I just need a resolution that you want to absorb those two.
Okay.
All right.
Don't we have to revise the NVV too?
We can sort of do it at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because we have Tuesday at our town board meeting, we'll be doing a resolution. Well, we have a an open meeting for the Parkway to express.
Yeah.
Let me look the way to see what tariff they fall under
Yeah.
before you have that meeting. If you think about it, let's talk about it tomorrow.
Hey.
Tomorrow or Thursday.
Hey.
And because if they have a contract for it, we have to see what the length of their contract is. So
Now you'll need a resolution for that, and then you need a resolution for the.
you'd need a resolution to merge those and put them on one of these.
Yeah.
These are all your individual accounts.
Oh,
And
okay.
you probably would then change it to an SC2 account
Right.
if you want to assume the responsibilities for that, and then however you, the behind the scenes isn't, we don't need to know about what happens there.
Yeah.
And they would get an account number, and you'd see 2 under there.
All right.
It's like you have like 12 here.
Are you marking down for resolution?
So
Yeah.
you're just, yeah.
I know you're not taking notes.
No, it's for my brain.
Okay.
Hey. I don't know if we got any more questions or not.
See, Paul here broke down what you already have. Like you have 6 250s,
On top of that,
Yeah.
and it's sort of on that as well, I think, too.
Hey.
Right?
Yeah,
I
I just
You
pulled
just
everything
tallied
together. Yeah.
And then I'll look to see what's on that
Uh-huh.
that roadway.
Hey. 4. Hey.
Okay. Thanks.
I don't know if I can think of anything else. What kind of time frame are you looking at? When we give you the go ahead, probably spring maybe, or?
What happens is once you for the resolution to me stating that you accept our terms, what we do is we send it to our design team, and they do the design. They actually physically come out, make sure all the lights are there, which I think we did a couple of years ago. And then once it comes through, you pay the bill, and then it drops to our construction schedule. So I would think if we could relatively turn it around within the next month or so, I would say by early February they should be able to turn it around. Depends on the workload, the weather, and all that.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So
That's pretty good turnaround time, actually.
yeah, if we could, yeah, if we keep it moving, yeah. So
Yeah.
that would be my hope by early February.
So you're gonna give us a final, well, we gotta decide what we want,
Right.
Right.
lighting wise, then you give us a final.
Once I get a resolution stating you want to move forward, I'll send you that
Okay.
paperwork, and then I don't usually send an invoice until we verify all the lights and everything.
Hey.
So then we decide if we want 96 watts
Right.
or 25.
Yeah, so keep that,
Right.
and then because
Yeah.
you sort of wrote down what type of intersection it was, or
Yeah.
what you were, so that'll help you choose what you want on your intersections.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
we'll also include the equivalent when we come back after resolution. So like a 25 is a 70 and a 100 typically, HPS equivalent.
Hey.
And then a 48 is a
100,
100, 150,
Hmm.
50.
yeah, we went on the tour, we noticed that some, like the wind bulbs ones, in some of the lighting districts, it seemed like you might have a 3, then you might have a couple of one bulb ones and whatever.
Yeah.
But looking down through it, the lighting was
It
good.
was good.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they do that just intermittent to keep it, and then
That keep the power usage down on it.
or if it's a bigger area on the highway. So
Yeah.
and if you notice when I give you the list, if there's any residential areas that are like right next to the road, maybe make a note and we can put shields to deflect it away from, because it is a very bright light that if it does shine into your windows, it may be
Yeah.
bothersome.
Probably somebody in a place like Bigford Road and Harrison Road would be one with the residentials there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to upfront do it because then there's no other charges after the fact.
Okay.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
because we got to roll another truck. But if we know that ahead of time, we can sort of shield it. We have metal shields or round shields that we can put on,
Mm-hmm.
direct the light a certain area.
Yeah, there's a few places that would have residential, and it
Yeah.
would be bright for some of them. So we
Yeah.
would have to.
We had one where it was a perpendicular road and we shielded it from the one, then the other one complained, and then the third one complained.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we just spray paint the one shield and direct it all the way down.
Okay, what about like some of the units and like in the villages itself? You probably wouldn't want them as bright as you would for some of the like farther intersections and stuff.
Yeah, those most likely if you have multiple in a row.
Yeah.
The 25.
the
We probably
25,
have 70s in there
Right.
now, so.
Yeah, yeah, like in Shelby Center or
yeah, Millville.
Millville or.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so,
Yeah, that's
okay.
that's what I was saying about the single. You look at the fixtures, some of them have 3 bulbs in them,
Yeah,
and some have 1, and they have like a
That's the
3,
best breakdown again.
maybe a 1 and 1, and another 3 down the thing, and
Okay.
that seemed
I could send you other towns and villages that are, just to see what they have. I know Albion's converted, just to see what they may have in the village too, so.
Okay.
all right.
Anybody else?
No.
we were gonna talk about in the building.
That was not.
You were not.
No.
Okay, that was a different thing.
No,
That's
that
a
was-
different.
Yeah, it's a different deal.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that Jay Snyder? You're looking to convert some
Yeah, we're gonna change, I guess they're gonna change these lights, but we're gonna do it up.
through a program?
MEOs will do it, I mean,
Because we do have programs for that, we can,
oh,
for
yeah.
you, yeah.
If you do it yourselves or, have your own contractor.
This is our contact for that, so.
I think
That
that they
might
were
be
talking
really
about
bad, yeah.
having our guys change the lighting over themselves,
Yeah, okay, then
and
participate in our program then.
Or give Jay, compare the two.
Got her. Thank you, dear.
yeah, this was just brought to us a little while. Energy saving plan from National Grid.
Okay.
So I just got this a few minutes ago. I haven't had a real chance to go over it. So
That may be our contractor that's provided that estimate to you.
What did the one guy say, Darlene, when he came in and looked? One guy did it a while back, and then another guy
Yeah.
came in because that guy had left. Something.
An audit.
That one.
Yeah, he'd
This is
come in
where
to
we
look
come
at it.
in and we change them. We change out your fixtures or the lamps to LEDs and high efficiency.
So that's what this program is?
Yeah.
that's what this one is.
They're a contractor for National Grid, and the incentives are built into the estimate already, so.
Hmm.
And then you can do it on your own, physically have your personnel or a contractor of yours
Change.
out and
Yeah.
participate in their energy efficiency program, so.
From what I gathered after talking to the guy that brought this to me, they were talking about keeping our fixtures and changing them over with the LED bulbs and
Yes.
having our MEOs take care of it.
Yeah, if you have good fixtures in place, that's what typically
Yeah.
does occur. Just change out the lamps and, I mean, the housing's good, what typically goes wrong with them, but sometimes after.
Well, as you can see, these fixtures are probably pretty sturdy,
Right,
and the building is full of them. So cost factor wise, if we can just change light bulbs
Yep.
and go with that and have our own people do it.
much lower cost, yeah,
Yeah,
To do
cost.
versus the
Mhm,
fixture
yes.
replacement. Sometimes the grates and if they have full lenses on them, then they're deteriorating.
They deteriorate. Yes.
And that's when we recommend, to change out the fixture. But in this case, the eggshell or egg crate lens on it, you're fine.
Keep the card though, because Jay offers other incentives,
All right.
like for like your fire department and such.
Hmm.
Or if you're gonna change out HVAC equipment, roof ramp equipment or something like that,
Mhm.
we do have incentives for that too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
Yeah.
In terms of our programs, just to give you a little footnote, we have, Tracy and I oversee about 60 to 65 towns and villages in the 6 counties of Genesee, the Genesee region. And we have well over 45 of them converted already. So we're in the process of conversion over the last 4 years. So it's been an ongoing program, very successful for National Grid. We will be maintaining the fixtures going forward just as we have in the past. So we'll just replace the heads on them and go forward from there and you'll be saving energy in the long run here.
What do you estimate savings if bulb per bulb, brightness per brightness? What would you,
Yeah,
what's normal savings on it?
that's really dependent on what your supply cost is or energy cost on a monthly basis is, because that does vary. And also the time of year. In
Yeah.
the summertime, you're using less because there's more daylight out
Oh, yeah.
versus the wintertime.
Yeah.
So whenever those prices are struck on market energy prices, that's where the more kilowatt hours savings might be experienced. In your case, you're probably somewhere around $4,000 to $5,000 a year in savings. So it's a significant amount.
Yeah,
Yes, it would be.
Yeah. And payback, you're probably looking at somewhere with the incentive dollars
yeah.
and equivalent change out, probably somewhere around 1.5 to 2 year payback.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You'll see the facility costs go up because you're getting brand new head. You'll
Right.
see your usage go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So depending on, who you have for a supplier, or if you have us, that may vary as well. So.
Okay.
And then you're going into the winter if we can get this done by, so your usage is gonna be higher than your summertime will. So
Right.
you'll be happier in the summer.
Yeah.
Well, I think that
Yeah.
even if it doesn't get done as quick as,
Right.
we estimate or you're estimating, if it gets done
Yeah.
March, April, I mean, when the weather breaks,
Right.
we're still gonna be ahead
Right,
once we get
yes,
things rolling.
yes, your usage will go down.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Very successful program. The vendors that we are using for our fixtures are manufacturers. We've had very good luck with their fixtures and very few returns. And I believe that one we have at least a 10-year warranty on those. But that's our problem.
That's yours.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's up to us. So, but going forward, if you have a failure on a fixture, we will be replacing with an LED change out anyways because we're depleting our old stock of high pressure sodiums.
Right.
So
Right.
we're automatically warehousing new LEDs
Hmm.
just going forward. But then you're going to have, say you have a motor vehicle accident, hit a pole,
Right.
knock the pole down and break the light, and we put up an LED in that spot. You're going to have a white light there and then high pressure sodiums around it.
Okay.
So it's best to change it all out to the
Sure.
LEDs, experience the savings,
Yeah.
and also the white light, which will be
Yeah.
more distinctive for color renditions too.
Hey.
Okay,
Yeah, I answered my questions.
very good.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for coming
Yeah,
and
thank you very much.
sharing everything with us.
Got my number if you have
Yep.
any other questions.
Hey.
Yep. Just forward me a resolution or even your minutes to the meeting, and then I
Hey.
can send you. I'll get that all ready if you think you may be moving forward.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
See you later.
have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
You too, have a safe journey home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You guys have a nice night.
You too.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Okay. All right, well, to continue on, John, do you have anything on the solar project that we were working on?
Well, right now, the solar project, it's in negotiations between the solar company and the town to see how much money we're gonna get, or towns are gonna get per megawatt.
Okay,
And they're just a long negotiation process going on. They're trying to get everything we can out of the.
Okay.
I remember reading the paper, right, we're 16.5% of what they get because we're 16.5% in our town, where 83.5% is in
Barry,
Barry. So
okay.
that's where that stands.
Okay, so basically we're in limbo because everything is still being negotiated.
Right.
So there's really nothing that we can move forward on
No.
that. Okay. Next thing is attorney interviews. We have been discussing attorney interviews because our attorney is leaving, and we're going to have to get some interviews. And the new supervisor will be wanting to be in on the interviews. So he will be setting up interviews, or we'll have Miranda do it, or whoever,
That'll be good.
to go on with the interviews. So I just wanted you guys to be informed about that. Also, now, replacement of our judge. Judge Kepler has resigned. I talked to Bethany and about Joe Giava, the judge for Ridgeway. He can be our judge for the time being. We don't know yet if there was a municipality agreement with the town of Ridgeway and town of Yates and town of Shelby. If there is, he would be willing to come in and judge for us, but we have to go through the municipal agreement first to find out. If not, we will have to advertise for a judge, and the judge would have to have its paperwork and schooling and everything by April.
Right.
So
That's how long the Kayava would do it.
Kiava will stay until we get somebody.
Yeah.
He's more than willing to stay, and we'll see what this municipal agreement does. I contacted Bethany, and I had Darlene send a copy of the municipality agreement, and Bethany was going to get back to me, and I think she will be, the way I got an email from her, she should be tightening everything up for tomorrow. So I'll be able to have some kind of information for you guys tomorrow. So.
All right.
Okay. Also, we have received letters of resignation from our water girl, Lori. She'll be leaving in February. So we have to look for a part-time water girl, water person to take over for her. She says she's more than willing to train the person and get her brought up to speed. And so we'll have to do some advertising for somebody to do that.
You could probably do that right away then, right? I mean,
I would say.
it's possible.
Mhm.
Also,
That would be just a 2-day.
20 hours, I think it's 20 hours is what she gets. So,
2 days, 20 hours, whatever it takes.
yeah,
Might
because,
be better because we're going on. Won't they be going on that new computer program for that?
okay, she's already on that new computer program, I believe, because she has already she wants to do, I had talked to you guys earlier about doing the billing on postcards like
Right.
Bridgeway does and the rest of us. We used to do that. And the savings, I showed you guys what the savings were. So she wanted to do that, but that's going to have to be brought up. I mean, we'll have to talk about that more, but I don't think there's an issue there. But we have to come up with somebody to do this so we can get her training the new.
Right. Right.
So we'll have to put a job search out for somebody to come in.
Let's see, when's the cutoff for Penny Saver?
Thursday at noon.
Thursday at noon?
To be in the following Sunday's paper, unless it's a holiday, then you gotta go a couple days ahead of that.
Well, we got time there. We can get it in this week, huh?
Mhm.
If you can get it in,
Yeah.
put it in.
Mhm.
We'll do that. The only other, I've got a couple other things that Ellis Acker is retired from the town historian, and we're going to have to be looking for a town historian also. I think that if anybody has anybody in mind that would be interested in that, get with Darlene, I guess. Would that be all right?
Mhm.
And then we could discuss it, or if not, we'll have to
Try that before we advertise. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there might be somebody that's interested that we just don't know about at this time. Because it's not like it's a paid job. It's just,
Right. Maybe we should talk to her. Maybe she's got somebody
well, I had already mentioned that if she had somebody to contact us. The only other thing that I have to go over on this meeting would be the electrical issue that we had from the fire last year. But before I get into that, the last thing on my list would be if you have anything else, Ed, but I think in the beginning, I had you for the end, but you went in the beginning with your lighting project. So that ends that. Okay, so we have the lighting, the LEDs for the buildings. I will have Dale, if you guys want to look this over or something, I'll leave this out for you guys to look at, but Darlene's going to have it because she has to make copies of all this. So I'll have her make a copy for the new supervisor, a copy for herself and a copy for Dale, and the copy for the supervisor we'll leave for us to go through. I don't think everybody need a copy on that.
Probably not.
No. Okay. Also, there is the proposal from Modern to do the electric from when we had the fire. Their proposal was for $48,000. We got a new quote from Able Electric, and their quote is for $13,250. Using all the products that we had already purchased from when we had the fire to replace everything, and they're going to use our stuff and whatever else they have. He's got a list of everything here: install and provide services, the entrance for the conduit, existing repairs of conduit, the national grid transformer, 400 amp fuse disconnect. Everything is here that they're going to do. If you guys want to look at this, I'll leave this for you too, but this is going to go to Darlene to make copies.
They were the ones that put us back online, right? They were the ones that put us back online when things broke down.
Modern did.
Modern did.
Okay.
So Able, different, yeah. All right.
Modern didn't come around. It would be a year tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
that the fire was, and they never contacted us back with a proposal on the billing, and we lost out on one of the transfer switches because they didn't get back to us. And the insurance claim was going to be denied or closed because it was been a year. And we got a hold of them, and they opened up the file, the case again, and they didn't deny it. So what happened was we had Dale get another quote from Able, and to get us all back online and doing everything that we were going to do. His quote was $13,250. So with that in mind, I would like to have this put on the agenda to accept this at the next meeting.
Is the generator in operating condition or
No,
it's not? Now is that a propane? What kind of a fuel?
It's diesel, I believe.
Oh, diesel.
yeah, but we have a generator system that was run on gas, natural gas, in the building here. But they're going to, I believe that they're going to hook it up to either the generator out there,
Okay.
or they're going to hook it up to the generator in here.
So the diesel generator is going to be.
If we don't, the
Gonna be
diesel
out.
generator, we didn't even purchase. That was
Came from Medina.
that was from the village of Medina at the water treatment plant.
All right.
So that was a non-purchase, that we got that through them. So if we don't use it, we can sell it or do something with that down the road. But right now, maybe they might end up we might end up even using that down the road, as long as it's not costing us money. So that's something that we're going to have to find out what Dale was talking about doing also. So that's what I have on the plate for tonight. Other than that, I don't have anything else. If anybody has any other comments on anything, or if you want to discuss anything else, I would say that now is the time.
No, I guess not.
Being it's a work session, there is no public comment. So if there isn't anything else, I make a motion that we close the meeting.
I'll second it.
I'll second her.
Heard it?
Third it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you all for showing up and coming.